Welcome back to the MMA Scene. Today's video presents...
So if you speak to Colby Covington or you listen to Colby Covington, he's going to be the first ever three-weight division champion because he said he's going to beat Leon Edwards or Leon Scott. Again, I don't know where that comes from. I don't even know how that's insulted. But still, he's going to beat Leon Edwards in his mind, become the welterweight champ. Then he's going to go up to 185. He's going to beat Israel Adesanya because he's going to shoot all these takedowns. He's going to take him down. Listen, Israel Adesanya's got tremendous takedown defense. That will not be that easy. Look at Robert Whittaker, for crying out loud. That man is a sensational fighter. So far, hasn't been able to get the job done on 2 occasions. However, if he beats Dricus du Plessis, then we know Whittaker will get a third shot. You never know. That might be different. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. But then, when he's done with that, then he's going to go down to 155. And he's going to fight Islam Makhachev. He says that Islam Makhachev, he said that he's just a weight bully.
You know, we probably walk around the same weight. You know, he's just a weight bully. He's cutting all that weight to get the advantage at lightweight because there's no wrestlers. There's no guys that can give him any trouble. So, of course, he wants to be in that division. You know, the same division his daddy Khabib used to own. So, you know, there's a reason Khabib never came to 170 and fought welterweights because King Colby's here and he knows I'll stop his wrestling and punch him in the face until he quits.
He says, listen, I trained the guy that knocked out Islam Makhachev. He's talking about the one loss on Islam's record. That is against Adriano Martins. It was a knockout in round 1. And Colby claims to have trained Martins for that fight and said, listen, we knew what was going to land. We knew it was the check right hook. Just hit a right hook. He's not ready for that. He keeps his left hand high. So what's that? Adriano went out there. What he did, he knocked him out. You know, he's a southpaw like myself, so he doesn't fight good against southpaws. And dude, look how much trouble he was having with that little short midget from Australia, Volkanovski. Like, that's it. Dude, he's a 45 featherweight, bro. And you want to come to 170 now? So there it is. Islam Makhachev's going to get it as well. And, you know, to be fair, you know, I could see that fight potentially happening down the line. If Islam continues to dominate the division, to remain the champion, if Colby doesn't get the job done against Leon, maybe he does go down to 155. He's not the biggest welterweight. He's talked about it himself. He said he eats whatever he wants and he still doesn't cut much weight. That's why, if you remember, he was the backup fighter against, for Leon and Kamaru in London in March. He can show up without doing a proper training camp and still make weight because he doesn't do those insane weight cuts. And that's partly why Colby is able to push such a fantastic pace. You know, for all the talk, all the bluster, all the nonsense, all the controversy that comes out of his mouth and the accusations of racism towards Bilal Muhammad, which he's not, by the way. For all that stuff, he's a hard worker. He works his goddamn ass off, and that you do have to respect. And I do like the fact that he's going out there and he's making all this noise, you know, because it keeps the sport interesting. The sport of mixed martial arts is a better place with people like Conor McGregor, Colby Covington, Jorge Masvidal, who just recently retired. People like that. It makes it spicy. It makes it interesting. It keeps the audience captivated. And Colby Covington is a sound bite machine. Yeah, I mean, as I say, you know, pretty much anyone decent, he wants to fight them. He actually wants to fight Khamzat Chimaev as well. He says that Khamzat Chimaev is another weight bully.
The guy quit on a weight cut when he had the best professionals that the UFC PI can offer, millions of dollars put into this guy in marketing, and he had the easiest fight in the division, the soy boy Nate Diaz, and he still couldn't make weight. He missed weight by 9 pounds, and he's laughing it off like this is a joke. He's a joke. The guy sucks at fighting. He's unprofessional.
You know, if that was to go down at 185, I don't think that would be a smart move, simply because Chimaev is bigger and he might nullify the wrestling. But the big fight that we know for sure that is going to happen, we don't know when, we don't know where. But Leon Edwards is the king of the welterweight division, and he's very happy, he's very content, and he's very, very confident. He came out recently, he said, listen, I don't really care who I fight next. I'm going to beat them all, hashtag the king. And the reality is, Leon Edwards, I would say the toughest fight that he has right now is Colby Covington. Now, a lot of people might say, well, Colby's a weaker version of Kamaru Usman. They've got similar styles. Kamaru beat Colby twice, once by decision, once by TKO. But Colby is younger and he is a little bit different. Yeah, primarily it is a similar attack. They are kind of boxer wrestlers, but the pace of Colby is ridiculous. He even said he'll shoot 5,000 takedowns on Israel Adesanya. But the pace is insane. He doesn't hit nowhere near as hard as Colby, but the output is ridiculous. Just think back to that fight that he had with Robbie Lawler. I mean, the combinations, the output, just the general effort that he puts into his fights, you got to respect that. But Leon Edwards did just beat a version of Colby Covington that had beaten Colby Covington in Kamaru. Didn't beat him once, beat him twice, you know. So, yeah, there it is. Colby Covington calling out absolutely everybody.
Thanks for watching us. If you like, please don't forget to like and subscribe.